Game time. Put me in, coach. Today we're talking about Kevin Durant. My question for you guys is it impossible to trade Kevin Durant?
Right for the champion, good stuff. Then why you just not turning me on to this?
My answer is yes, it is impossible or nearly impossible. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I actually want to see him be traded because I want to see what type of devastation this is going to leave for the entire league, because Kevin Durant changing teams is going to change the landscape of the NBA, especially for the Nets and all teams that are involved. Now, here's my number one reason. Kevin Durant is going to be damn near impossible to trade because he is top 3 in the NBA. Now, you got Giannis, LeBron, and KD. It is purely debatable as to who is the best player in the league. I mean, let's just go down the list really quick. Giannis had a closeout game in the NBA Finals where he scored 50 points, had double-digit rebounds with 5 blocks. That is an amazing game. That is an amazing way to close out a team. You're basically stomping them and taking their heart right out of their chest. 50 points, come on. We know exactly what Giannis is going to do. Go to the basket, dunk, or get a basket somewhere very close to the rim. But the rebounds and the blocks also show you that he has a lot of effort and energy that he uses. And then, of course, the blocks shows you that he's playing defense, which Kevin Durant is not real big on the defensive side.
He can't guard a park car.
He can shoot better than Giannis and LeBron. Now, LeBron has the best overall game, meaning he keeps people involved, plus he scores, plus he assists, and he plays defense. Now, he's a little bit older, so he doesn't play as great a defense as he used to, but he's still playing defense. Number 2. Now, before we get into number 2, I need you guys to do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video like an assist, because here we're talking basketball. So you're going to get commentary, highlights. Most importantly, we're going to cover the biggest stories in the world of basketball. So without further ado, let's get right back to it. Number 2 is going to be vital. Super duper important. Where does Kevin Durant want to go? Because he just signed an extension, so that means he's going to be there for a while. If my memory serves me correctly, he signed an extension for an additional 4 years, which means whichever team he goes to, he's going to be there for a while, meaning he's either going to retire there or an injury may be the thing that takes him out. They're not going to have to worry about how long Kevin Durant is going to be there because the contract is going to tell them everything that they need to know. Number 3, whichever team decides to trade for Kevin Durant, assuming that the Nets are going to trade him, they're going to have to gut the team, meaning they're going to have to give up their best player plus core players plus picks, draft picks. So what this means is the team that Kevin Durant is going to go to is going to only have Kevin Durant and maybe a few players. Now, I believe that if this trade happens, that is going to have to involve multiple teams, because we saw what just happened with Rudy Gobert and what the Timberwolves gave up to get Rudy Gobert. And I'm like, wow, is he that good? That's a completely different video that we'll get into right after this one. This team is going to have to gut themselves. And Kevin Durant has shown that he's not going to be the guy who's going to get you an NBA championship by himself. It's just not going to happen. And it's very hard, very, very hard to do. So what I would tell Kevin Durant to do is go ahead, stay in Brooklyn, see what happens with him, Ben, and Kyrie. See what they got there, because that actually might be his best option if he wants to win an NBA championship. But if he is traded, this is going to change the landscape of the NBA, especially for whatever teams are involved in this trade, because like I said, there's going to be top players, there's going to be core players, there's going to be picks, and probably some cash consideration. When people talk about a blockbuster trade, this may actually be a blockbuster trade.
You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
But if this trade happens, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody gets fleeced in this deal, meaning you get some type of expiring contract. Because if the Nets are trading to the Suns, I believe the Suns are going to want DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker. I believe they're going to want Devin Booker in that trade scenario. But where would that leave the Suns? With Chris Paul and Kevin Durant, I don't really see that being better than the situation that Kevin Durant is in right now. Although I really think that this is an impossible trade for the Nets to make. If they make this trade, they can change their fortunes. I mean, change their fortunes for right now and for the future. Meaning they can get all types of picks for the years to come. And they actually should have enough star players that they can get out of this trade for Kevin Durant, where they can actually be in finals contention. Who are they going to get in this trade? What other teams are going to jump in willing to give up their superstar in order for a chance to get a guy like Kevin Durant on their team? That's going to be the most important part. Now, I have a question, another question for you guys. If Kevin Durant is traded, which team would you like to see Kevin Durant go to? That being said, I'm going to close out the video here. Get in the comments under this video. Let me know how you feel and what you think. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.